Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. In today's video we'll be looking at 3 classic dueling tricks that still work very well in Battlefront 2. These are techniques that have been around for ages but I still like to use in nearly all of my duels. Now the reason I'm making this video is because since these techniques have been around for so long, newer players won't get the chance to learn them because people don't make tutorials on them anymore, so I thought I'd cover a few of them just so you guys don't miss out. Just before we get into the video, I'd like to ask if you're not subscribed, please do consider subscribing. It's completely free and it really does support the channel. Starting off, we have the double dodge. This one's pretty simple. All you do is dodge through your opponent and then back through them and then go for some sort of an attack, usually an ability or just a couple swings. This one's really good because it throws off your enemy's coordination when you pull it off. See here how my enemy thought I was in front of him and then I dodged a second time and I got the lightning stun. If you're having trouble landing those powerful abilities in duels, then I'd really recommend giving this one a try. You'll be surprised by how much it throws off where your enemy thinks you are, and will often leave their back vulnerable to that powerful ability. Also, just a side note, Dooku is very strong with this move because of his 3 dodges and that his lightning stun is super quick, or just his basic attacks, so I definitely do use this technique with Dooku the most out of everyone else. This next one, I'm sure you guys have probably heard of it, is the Parry Bait. You swing once to hit your enemy, whether it's in the block or it actually hits them, and then you delay your next swing to parry or double parry them. Now, you might be thinking this is fairly simple, and you're right, but it does actually work in more places than you might think. I find it is especially great when combined with a lunge to be that initial hit. For some reason, I find that if you lunge and hit their block, rather than just hitting their block, it makes it so your enemy doesn't realize that you're trying to parry them and that you're going for something else. And then when you do parry them, you're more likely to actually pull it off, since your enemy's not expecting it and they're not trying to avoid it. Again, this is just my theory, but I do have quite a few hours in this game dueling, and I feel like lunging and then going for the parry bait is definitely the best way to do it. It again also does work if you don't hit their block and you just get an angle through the body. Sometimes if you delay your next hit, it can actually be a parry and you can get even more damage in. Now this last one is much more specific than the other two because it's to do with a certain ability, but it is definitely a classic dueling trick and it definitely still works. And that is to bait your enemies into parrying your claw rush and then getting a free hit. All you really want to do is pretend you're going for a claw rush against an enemy that likes to parry it, and then quickly turn around and do a couple 360s. It'll bait your enemies in and they'll swing, maybe getting a hit, but you'll have damage reduction, and then you'll be able to hit them with the claw rush and get follow-ups. Now you'll find that if you cancel the claw rush while you're in the spin, you'll often get a stagger, because one of the ways you can try and get a stagger is by spinning around while you're cancelling the claw rush. This sometimes gets a funny angle on your opponent and is known to cause staggers. You can see in this clip here, my opponent had been parrying my claw rush, so I decided to turn around before I did it and it baited them in. I got the stagger and 2 hits. So those are 3 classic dueling tricks that still work very well in Star Wars Battlefront 2. If you enjoyed the video or learned something new, then make sure to hit the like button and consider subscribing to support the channel for more videos. And with that being said, have a great day and I'll see you out on the Battlefront.